I want to explain to you how to sell merch on YouTube without inventory this year and make potentially millions of dollars. Okay. So here's the rationale. When you think about YouTube, you see a lot of potential, right? 2.3 to 3 billion people actually going on the platform every single month for their interests, for their searches, whatever. Okay. So there are a lot of reasons, a lot of compelling reasons for selling merch on YouTube this year. First of all, I want you to think about extra income. So YouTube isn't always consistent with monetization policies. So as a creator, you shouldn't put all your eggs in one basket. So selling merchandise is actually a more predictable revenue stream, allowing you to really monetize your channel without having to rely on ad revenue alone. Even if you're not a creator, if you have a channel on YouTube, think about the merch route to actually make extra cash real fast. You also have brand building, so having branded merchandise worn by your subscribers can help promote your channel and brand to a wider audience. So when fans wear t-shirts made by YouTubers or even small business owners that are present on YouTube, they turn into walking billboards, one that also love talking about their favorite creators or business owners, okay? Also, I want you to think about audience loyalty. So if you want to sell merch on YouTube without inventory, think about the fact that you have a very captive audience. Okay, think about it. When somebody buys and wears your merch, he or she is more likely to develop a strong connection with you and your brand. So merch is tangible and feels valuable, which helps create a more loyal and dedicated audience for YouTubers, but also small business owners on YouTube. You also have community engagement. So seeing another person wearing a T-shirt of a YouTube creator or of a business having a presence on YouTube that you love can spark an instant friendship. So merch can create offline connections for an online community, strengthening the whole thing in the process. So that's kind of cool. And also, if you are trying to really sell merch on YouTube without inventory, think about the fundraising aspect of things. So while YouTubers, business owners, dropshippers, and fans can make donations, merchandise sales are an easy way to direct funds to specific causes. You can create merch that supports a specific cause or charity, allowing your audience to consciously choose to support it. So that's kind of cool. So let me give you the steps here. If you are trying to sell merch on YouTube without inventory this year, the first thing you want to do here is to come up with design ideas. See, the whole thing is when people buy merch from you, it's not just about the design, but it's the connection between the design and your brand. But the design ideas must be compelling. They must be interesting. They must be very beautiful. Okay. The whole thing is, if you're not artistically inclined yourself, don't try to do it yourself. Don't try to use software also. I mean, the whole thing about selling merch on YouTube is really, really, really big enough for you to really go to a Fiverr and find someone to outsource the whole task to. I mean, you have a lot of websites, a lot of platforms a lot of designer platforms that will really, really help you out. For instance, you have 99 Designs. Those are platforms, those are communities that can really help you, okay? And you just go there, get a professional designer, and have someone really think about the best way to really represent your brand. So the first thing you should do, once again, is figure out what design direction you want to take. Designing merch might seem hard, but you can take inspiration from other business owners or YouTube creators, okay? That's kind of important. So you want to take a look at some examples and consider who your audience is and what style might actually best fit your brand. And the most straightforward design idea is incorporating your branding in your merch. So whether you use your logo or other channel art, it's an approach that centers around your brand and will help make it more recognizable. Okay. Another way to showcase your brand is by incorporating it into some fun artwork that fits your brand identity. So if you're not much of a designer yourself, again, take the opportunity to commission a piece from a smaller artist whose style you like. It's all about making sure you're getting work from a professional. And if your community has a running joke or a niche reference, consider creating a YouTube merch collection around that. It can be a quote, a frame, or even a thumbnail from one of your videos. So the more unique, the better. So often the best kind of merch that I've found in my experience is that you want to have something that looks great on its own, right? It has to be captivating on its own. So if you have the means to create a cool design that can appeal to a wider audience, it will significantly benefit your brand and attract more viewers to your videos, but also more viewers to your brand itself. So if you actually, if you need more merch ideas, let me know in the comment section, and I'll certainly give you more like potentially successful ideas. If you want to sell merch on YouTube without inventory this year, you want to pick a print on demand service. See, the whole thing is that you can't do it by yourself. I mean, you are either a YouTuber or you are a small business owner with a YouTube channel, but you have a business to run, right? You're busy from 9 to 5. You can't really focus on the logistics of the whole operation. So print on demand can really help you big time. Let me explain. Print on demand is a fulfillment method where items are only printed once an order is placed. So by working with an on-demand supplier, you can avoid big upfront costs, inventory management, as well as packing and shipping your own merch. Because again, you do not want to be in the business of logistics. It's a whole different world, okay? Whole busy world too. So on-demand production is especially helpful if you're not sure how well your merch will sell. So relying on an on-demand provider means you won't run out of inventory or be left with unsold items. So that's kind of cool. So that's really, you're really controlling the cost aspect of things. The next thing you want to do here is to choose your custom merch products. So many creators or small business owners actually on YouTube often tend to stick with simple t-shirts or hoodies, but there are many other custom products to choose from. So if you are using on-demand fulfillment, you can experiment with different product categories without worrying about inventory issues. Again, I want to insist on the fact that you don't have to worry about inventory. Okay, you're not storing anything in your warehouse. You're not storing anything in your basement, whatever. So you're not losing anything. So let me give you a few less conventional product ideas. I mean, besides the t-shirt, everybody knows t-shirts, right? But think about wall art. Think about accessories. Think about embroidered apparel. Think about tech products. So when I speak about wall arts, from posters to canvas prints, it's really a versatile and popular product choice. You can repurpose your apparel design as well as wall art, and expand your merch shop this year. Also, accessories. Not everyone wants to wear merch as part of their outfit. So pieces like hats or bags can be an easy way for fans to show off their favorite YouTube channel or their favorite brand on YouTube. What about embroidered apparel? Well, printed t-shirt designs are not your only apparel option. Try adding embroidery to products like denim jackets and dye hoodies, and also tech products. So if your YouTube channel or your brand in general is all about video games or tech reviews, consider offering custom mouse pads, phone cases, and laptop sleeves. So that's kind of important to think about. If you want to sell merch on YouTube without inventory this year, whether as a YouTube creator or as a small business on YouTube, you want to create custom merch designs. The thing is that if you're not, again, I want to insist on the fact that you're not going to really do things yourself if you're not artistically inclined. So when you have refined your custom merchandise collection, it's time to bring your design ideas to life. So the products you have picked out can be customized using Printify, Printful, or whatever. But just you want to really have merch. You want to have custom designs, bespoke merch designs. Okay. So for instance, if I use an example of Printful, Printful does have a tool called Design Maker, but all the other print on demand software tools out there, they have a feature like that too, or something similar. Okay. So if you have a tool like Design Maker, you are able to create designs from scratch, upload your own graphics, or use one of thousands of pre-made design assets. You can also preview and download lifelike mockups to use in your merch store. So that's kind of cool because you have flexibility, you have possibility. Okay, that's one thing I really love with the custom merch design aspect of things. If you want to make sure that your custom merch turns out exactly the way you want it, you have the option to actually order samples from the platform, and that's kind of cool because it's really a great way to get a feel for the quality and check that you are happy with the final product before you sell it. Right? You want to trust yourself. You want to really do this for your customers, your viewers, your audience, to make sure that you are offering something of quality. So test it out yourself. Make sure that you're comfortable with the quality. You're comfortable with the design. You're comfortable with the final touch before even proposing it to the market. Next, you want to make an online store and start selling. So if you want to sell merch on YouTube without inventory, I mean, YouTube is one platform where you can sell merch, right? Or you can at least you can direct the traffic that will actually help you sell merch all the time. But the thing is, if you want to really bring things another level, if you want to scale the whole operation, the whole business, you want to really make let's say, a real store, a real online store. So, and again, the thing is that you have the possibility to actually, you have a lot of options from Shopify all the way to Amazon, by the way. So with all your custom products ready to go, you need to create a place to start selling merchandise. There are many merch platform options depending on what you have used before or are looking for now. So after setting up your preferred sales channel, you'll be able to connect it to your print-on-demand provider. And the cool thing is that this process allows you to add products directly to your shop and make order fulfillment completely automatic. That's what you want. You want to automate the whole process so that you can really get busy with other stuff in your life. And so basically, you want to look for a platform that has the largest number of store integrations, so that you can really have more options than let's say your rivals. Okay, so one thing for sure, if you are trying to make an online store and start selling, you have two options. You have the option of a platform and you have the option of a marketplace. Let me explain. When you think about marketplace, you are looking at Amazon, you are looking at Etsy, you are looking at eBay. The cool thing about this option is that basically you can create your own storefront, but you will need it will need to stand out among other creators and their stores, because marketplaces are by definition very competitive. Now, a platform means that you are really on your own. So a platform lets you create your own space for selling merch, so buyers won't see other products when browsing the websites. So platforms usually have a lot of customization options, but you will need to pay for hosting your shop. So I'm speaking about examples such as Wix, such as Squarespace, such as Shopify, such as WooCommerce, such as BigCommerce, such as like a lot of players out there. You also have you have a lot of platforms availability. If you want to sell merch on YouTube without inventory this year, either as a YouTube creator or let's say as a brand trying to really have a presence on YouTube, you want to really think about promotion. You want to promote your merchandise big time. Okay, the merch is not going to sell itself. You have to really help it really exist competitively, exist, let's say, economically. Okay, so no matter how good your designs are, you will need to promote your merch to fans and beyond, or else it won't sell. With so many different marketing channels available, it can be really tough to stay on top of them all and actually decide which ones are more effective. I mean, in terms of effectiveness, you have to really ask yourself, what really resonates with my audience? What kind of channels are a better fit for my strategy, for my brand strategy, for my niche? Because every niche is different. Some niche work better than others. Okay, so let me give you a few suggestions in terms of promoting your merchandise. First of all, think about YouTube shopping. So YouTube shopping is a great idea to plug your merch during most videos and wear it on your channel often. And the best spot to promote your merch in the video will depend on the content density, video length, and topic. So for longer and more free-form content, promote your merch between segments. And if your video is short or more serious, be careful about interrupting it. consider adding a store link to your store to your video end. Let's say the end screens, okay, and you have to go through your YouTube Studio, okay. So that's really important. Now you can also promote your products on YouTube with the shopping feature. But if you've never heard of it, YouTube Shopping lets eligible creator sell merch through the store tab, tag products directly in their content, and showcase them on the product shelf on their videos. That's number one. So you have the store tab. The store tab is a dedicated shopping section on your YouTube channel where viewers can browse and buy your available products. You also can tag products. So with product tagging, you can highlight merch featured in your videos, shorts, and live streams. And the tag products will appear in your content, allowing viewers to see details and purchase items without leaving the video or stream. So that's kind of cool because it gives you more flexibility, but also more autonomy, really. If you're trying to really sell merch on YouTube without inventory, you also have the product shelf. So if your store is connected but no products are tagged in a video, the product shelf, previously known as the YouTube merch shelf, will appear automatically, showing items based on price, popularity, and availability. And you can also customize the selection in the shopping settings. This feature actually helps you generate more sales, even if you're not promoting specific products. Now that you know how YouTube shopping works, let's look at some additional ways to promote your merch, okay? You have social media accounts. So you want to address your fans on social media and let them know that you are selling merch. And this can be anywhere. It can be anywhere from Snapchat to Instagram to Facebook to WhatsApp to, you name it, okay? So use posts, so even Instagram. Use posts and stories as your opportunity to showcase the new merchandise and get additional sales. Now, one thing for sure though, you want to tease the launch and create anticipation before you start selling merch. Post behind the scenes footage of the design process, set a specific launch date, and ask for input and opinions from fans. So remember to continue promotions over time and always announce new products and collections before you start selling them. You can create polls to hear from your fans. It makes them feel included, it raises your engagement, creates more interest, and gives you valuable insights into what your audience really wants. You can also think about SEO and paid ads this year. This is a very good opportunity also. So SEO actually ensures that, SEO, search engine optimization, ensures that search engine users get the most relevant information possible. So to make sure your products listings are working in your favor, make them as specific as possible. You want to name exactly what the products are and what makes them special. Okay, your fans need to be able to find your merch when looking up your name. If you're an SEO beginner, just let me know in the comment section and I'll give you more info. So what's the potential here? How much can you make from selling YouTube channel merch? It really depends. While setting up your own shop may actually take some time, it can pay off in the long run if your audience is big enough. But the exact amount you can make from selling merch depends on a variety of factors. So it depends on how engaged your audience is, what's the average age, their income level, how much you're selling your merch for, and whether or not your merch appeal to your fans. That's an important element, okay? But the possibility is there, the potential is there. You should actually sell custom merch if you make YouTube videos either for your brand or as a creator. If you have a dedicated audience and you want to create an additional revenue stream, it probably makes sense for you to sell custom merch. If your videos often get, demonetized, or you struggle to get consistent sponsors, merch can become an added layer of security. So that's an important element to think about. So what's the bottom line here? In today's conversation, I spoke to you about how to sell merch on YouTube without inventory. I gave you the rationale, the steps, the potential, and now the bottom line. Thank you so much. God bless you. I will see you next time. Until then, remember, stay marvelous.